Okay, now that you're all going to become great shooters by using the proper fundamentals and eliminating the mistakes that we talked about, let's go to a little bit of refinement as to some of the things that you need to do as far as being a really outstanding offensive player and shooter. One of the things is, what do you do off the dribble? Okay, we all talked about what we're doing here from a stationary position initially. So let's talk a little bit what you do off the dribble. Very, very important. I learned something very valuable, and I had to give debate as to whether I wanted to give this tip out or not, but I will because I love the game of basketball and I want to see players play as well as they can play. I learned it from one of the greatest players of all time, the man who was the logo for the NBA, that's Jerry West, who was the greatest two-guard in the history of the NBA until Michael Jordan came along. What he taught me was that as you're dribbling the basketball, you are the only one that knows when you're going to shoot the ball. The defender doesn't know. So if you know that you're going to shoot off the next dribble, you need to make that dribble as hard as you can make it and go down and get it. The reason being is that you can't shoot the ball until what? The ball's in your hands. So if you go and let the ball come up to here, and I were to time you from the moment that ball goes out of your hand, down to the floor, to your hand, up to your shooting position, I can assure you it will take you much longer than what I'm going to show you. In fact, when I was coaching in the minor leagues, I used to do this with all my players, and they were astonished at how much time you can pick up by doing what I'm going to show you. And I can tell you, a half a second in the game of basketball is an eternity. A half a second makes all the difference between sometimes getting that shot off or getting it blocked or not even getting a chance to shoot it. So as I'm going, if I'm going to make that dribble, that's here, hard dribble. Go get it. You see how low I am and how much quicker I've got that ball into my hands? Okay, and now along with it, if I'm going sideways, inside foot. The inside foot stops your forward momentum. It's that hard dribble, and I'm pushing off here, spinning, and getting to that position. Where am I getting when I spin that way, okay? Back, square to the basket. Where? In that perfect position, down low, ready to explode straight up into my shot. So it's here, here, up for the jump shot. And believe me, that is a lot quicker than that. And that's just something you need to practice, and you need to practice it going right and going left. So it's there, go get it. There, go get it. Then spin, up, shot. Very, very easy to do. Now, there's some guys that can do this, jump up the air, and turn that way. You can do it if it works for you. I like to do it, hit, and go up. And I know that sometimes coaches talk about dribbling, and they go, and they do that, the jump stop. Well, that takes longer. I'm sorry. If you take a stopwatch and do this and do that, as opposed to here and go up, I can assure you, the second way is going to be faster. And if you can pick up a quarter to a half a second, it's going to help you immensely.